So what I thought I'd do today is do a little bit of a tour here in Patong, just to kind of see what it's like now after being gone a month in Vietnam, and also talk a little bit about my adventure over in Vietnam and a few maybe key points that might help you out if you decide to go to Vietnam, which I highly recommend. So kind of get a little bit of a walking tour and talk about a little bit about the last trip that I was on that I recently just got back, and after spending almost a month there. I'll walk through the trees here a little bit, and that way I kind of get both the beach and the sidewalk and the road. But first thing on my adventure to Vietnam is I needed to get a visa, and the visa is actually pretty easy now to get. Now they recommend getting the visa about 10 days out. Now I actually started about 3 weeks out, and it took about 14 days to get that visa, and that's not without any type of expedite fee at all. That's just simply straight up with no extra fee for expedite. I believe there is, and I went straight to the I guess it's the official government site to get the visa, and I'll leave the link below on where I got it. There's no in-between affiliate link or anything. It's just straight to them, and the total cost for that tourist visa was and I'll go by US dollars, which is 25 US dollars, and a few fees, which wound up to be about, you know, like 30 US dollars or so. And like I say, it took roughly around 16 days to get that. Now that was probably right there in the high season area, so maybe it's a little bit less, but what that visa will do is you can enter anywhere in Vietnam. You can get anywhere from, you're going by train, by you know, bus, airplane obviously, which I did, and come in any city you want. Even though on the visa it said, what is your port of entry going to be, I verified that and asked the officials if I put down Hanoi, which I did fly into, and decided to fly into Ho Chi Minh City, would that make a difference? He said, nope, as long as you got that visa, you can come in any port of entry you want. So I was happy with that. So very streamlined process with the visa, but highly recommend. I would go at least 14 days plus out to come up to this. So this is what they call zone 1 of the beach chairs, and of course you can just bring your towel and mat. Kind of a laid-back day. Not really much going on. It just seems a little bit quiet. Maybe later on it'll pick up. No thank you. No thanks. So 200 baht will get you a set, 2 chairs and a umbrella. Now, a couple key points on the visa that you need to pay attention to for, I'm going to say it again, Vietnam. Obviously I'm in Thailand, but one is when you are applying for that visa, whatever your name says on that passport, and what I mean by that is, if you have a middle name on your passport, be sure you put that in the visa application. Very, very important. Because if you just put the initial, it can be a problem, believe me. I didn't run into that issue, but there were some folks that did, and they couldn't get into the country just because they had the initial and not the full middle name. So, and also make sure when you book your plane tickets, and you can book your tickets, you know, before your visa is approved. I highly recommend not doing it that way just yet, because it may not go through, and then you'd have to get a refund, not whatever airline you're going with. But anyway, that would be your own choice. And that's the same thing on your airline ticket. Make sure when you buy your tickets, it has your full name on the ticket, because they check the visa, the ticket, and your passport, and they all have to match up. And that can be a really big, I call, roadblock in your travels if it doesn't work out right. Because one of the first places they're going to check is your wherever you departed from. And I departed from Phuket, and they were very stingy about that. They wanted to look there. Okay, made sure my ticket, full name on the ticket, full name on the visa, all matched. Because they even told me they have their instructions from Vietnam, and it can pose a problem, and you don't want to run into any roadblocks in travel, especially when you just get to the airport. So just I call that a pretty good tip to know prior to leaving. So visa application, very simple and smooth, but that was my biggest point that I'd like to bring up. I'd like to say it didn't happen to me, but it did happen to some folks that were in front of us, and hope I don't want it to happen to anybody that I know. So I got some scenes going on in the back walk. Real nice walking back here, real pleasant, at least now. I'm constantly amazed at Patong Beach Road. There is just so much to it. Always busy too. Now take a look back here on the beach. Maybe around the center beach area. I always go by the tower when I see that. Almost there. That's what I mean by the tower. I think it's the tallest building in Patong. Now, where did I go in Vietnam? Now, I've got like about 30 videos up on it, and my first stop was Hanoi. So I flew from Bangkok, or actually Phuket to Bangkok to Hanoi, and I was there for about 8 days. Totally enjoyed it, and I stayed down in this place called the Old Quarter, which is I liked it because it had a lot of historical areas to visit, and there's a lot to see in Hanoi, but you can get around fairly cheap and easily with just using the Grab. I believe the Grab is over there was much cheaper than, let's say, using it here. You know, either using a Grab bike or a car. It's so easy, and highly recommend it if you go over there. And also getting a SIM card is very simple. I got one right there at the airport, although you can you know, get an eSIM before arrival. That works as well. I elected to get one when I arrived, and it worked out just fine. So Hanoi was my first stop. So we're going to continue on this way, kind of check it out down there, see how far I can get. I just love walking, and I thank you very much for following me along, and let's get going. Love it. So I've made numerous videos of Patong. You can see them in my videos in the past. This is just I would call it an update. What I like about it, they have this brand new bathroom they made with shower complete, and the thing is absolutely immaculate every time I use it. I've never seen a cleaner bathroom on a beach, which is rare, believe me. Look at all these motorbikes, tuk-tuks. and plenty of 7-Elevens. I like how they redid these signs. I noticed that on a few of these beaches. Pretty cool how they did that. We got some hang gliding, parasailing I mean, going on. I think that'll run you like 1,500 baht if you do that for one pass. I think they just started that pass. You know, one thing I noticed about when I was over in Da Nang, and speaking of Da Nang, that was my second stop because it's more of a beach area, and I really wanted to go check out some of those Da Nang beaches, and I do have them down in my videos if you're interested in seeing them. Very beautiful. Is when they did the parasailing there, they didn't have anybody go up with them like they do here. They would simply hook you up on the parasail, and then they would signal a boat and the boat would take off, but there'd be nobody there to, I don't know what they would do, but they would just kind of like guide you and help you along or whatever like they do here. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I guess that's how they do it. Oh, I guess they're landing over on that side, further up the beach. So I'm up here on the north end of Patong, kinda right at the turn where it goes into Soi Bangla, but I'm going to go down just one street further down, make a right, come down south on Rat Uthit, and then come up Bangla Road. So there is Soi Bangla, but I'm going to head down the other road. I'll come back up this one on the other way after I get across, and you see how busy it can really get here. So my second stop was in Da Nang. Got the water bottle pitch going, and I picked Da Nang because it was more, I wanted to get into the beach areas, check those out. That's the only part of the beautiful beaches in Vietnam. I will be going back to see some other very beautiful beaches that I didn't get a chance to see, but I wanted to hit those in particular. So I spent 8 days there. And it gives you kind of an idea of what's going on down here at this part of the city of Patong. Let's see, coming down, I'm going to make a right up here pretty soon. Shortcut to Bangla Road. I don't want to go there just yet though. Maybe in a little bit I'll come back up on that. Patong will definitely lighten up come this evening. Right now it's a little bit slow, but later on it really gets busy. And I'm coming up to the road where I'm going to make a right. So I'm going to go down this road right here. Get to the back. Always active around here. I don't care what time of day it is, it just seems like it's always seems to be happening. See all the eating places. So much to eat. Wow, this is a big food court. Realize how big it was. Oh, that's cool. They got a Muay Thai gym. But, oh, this is it. Kind of quiet right now. Sweaty cup? Nice setup. I've never been here. Of course, Patong is really quite large now. Maybe later on this evening it'll really lighten up. So it looks like this is just a one-way road. And my turn is coming up. I call that the Rat Road. I'll make a right and then head down to Bangla and go up that way. But getting back to my adventure in Vietnam, my last stop was Ho Chi Minh City. Again, for another eight and a half days. That was loads of fun. Saw a lot, did a lot, and totally enjoyed it. I'm always amazed by the between the old buildings of Patong, and I think that is the one right there seems to be an older building compared to one, let's say, to the left of it. And obviously the one in the middle is that's brand new. But kind of cool how that works, kind of leaving a little bit of the old and the new together. And you got a snack cart right here. All types of little goodies. So coming up here to Soy Bangla, and what I mentioned also is, like I say, 8 days and 8.5 in Ho Chi Minh City, and then I came back here to beautiful Phuket, Thailand. Now I'm actually getting ready to go on another adventure here very soon, but I will keep that under my hat for now. But you will see, it's going to be really cool, and I'm looking forward to that. Gonna make a right there. So this is the entry to Soy Bangla. Right now vehicles can go through. I guess 6 o'clock they start keeping them out. So gonna make my way back to Beach Road. This is a real cool market. I've been there at night. They got a lot of stuff there, a lot of good food. Slightly overpriced, but it's pretty good. You come back here in the evening, it's totally different. So I've made it down to the other side. This is I actually went down that way for a while till I hit the first street, made a right, and came up from east to west on Bangla Road. Once again, looks like just a quick little, I won't go all the way down, I already know. Well, I'll just go down and check it out, see what's here. I've never been down this way. That way you can see what's here. Oh, it goes to the Patong Legend Hotel reception. All right. So we'll go back out to the main sidewalk and head south. More action here. The view I have. right here waiting for my mango shake. And I get them without the sugar, so everything here is sugar free, just the fruit and the ice. And nice view today from beautiful Patong. So this is the end of this video of my little walking tour of Patong Beach, Phuket, Thailand. And also talking a little bit about my previous trip to Vietnam. And if this information benefits you at all, please consider giving it a like. It really does help out my channel. And I hope to see you in my next video. So see you from beautiful Phuket, Thailand.